package? John?
I can make one.
Oh.
Again,
We'll get you packages, sir.
Who's that?
And then just pull up to the table where, right here. John Carmen. These are-
R-M-A-C-K.
Sounds good to me.
Sure. There's a need for it.
There is to me there.
Okay, hang on, Jill. And then.
Who is it? It's Latrell.
I'll go just the line.
Latrell.
Okay.
And then next to it. There's the lady in charge of the next guys. Shut up. Sherry Kaiser.
What, Shirley?
And then the 2, 3 from the back, I have no.
Where? Where's she?
I'm not sure.
Her name is
Latrell. How do you spell your name correctly?
L-A-T-R-E-L-L-E.
Okay. What's your last name?
Joy, J-O-Y.
What a really lovely name.
Well, thank you.
Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Let's call this a meeting to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, ask for a roll call, please.
Oh, am I roll calling?
Sure.
Oh, Bubba,
Here.
Robin,
Mark.
Jackie here, Bruce,
Here.
and then John is our alternate.
John.
And April here, Rick.
Here.
Got
Very
it.
informal, first name basis.
And the two guests in the back row, can I get your names?
Yeah, Derek Enriquez.
Okay. Okay, and,
Jennifer Durbin, D-U-R-B-I-N.
thank you.
Okay, do we have any announcements? Nope, moving right along. Comments, questions from the committees, audience members, or anybody have anything they would like to address us with? None being said, we'll move right on. Entertain a motion to approve the minutes from April the 2nd, 2026.
Also move.
First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Who's second?
Or I am second.
Okay. I couldn't.
Entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. We have no old business, we're out of that one. New business, first item on the docket here, A, CCUP 26-01- conditional use permit for new cannabis dispensary. This is not going at my house, just so that everybody knows. Everybody got a copy of the conditional use request? Is that what y'all are back in? Nope, you are.
Go ahead first, I see your
That's you. I'll entertain a motion to open this up for discussion.
So moved.
Second? Sure. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're open for discussion. You got anything?
Yeah, so I mean, Vesper and MLLC, they're applying for cannabis establishment, be retail dispensary and cannabis manufacturing, adult use 21 plus. The applicant requests a conditional use permit for the operation of a licensed adult use cannabis establishment and cannabis manufacturing facility at 3465 Mountain View Boulevard. This business will be licensed by the New Mexico Cannabis Control Division under the New Mexico Cannabis Regulation Act. Retail sales will be limited to adults 21 and over. All operations will be conducted within an enclosed structure in full compliance with Village of Inter Fire ordinances, the North Corridor Overlay District requirements, and all applicable state and federal regulations. The property is located on the west side of State Highway 434 and meets all required setback and buffer requirements under section 9-11C-3 of the Village Code.
Is this where we originally set it up for the zoning for cannabis? Do we have that, is it, Robin, do you know?
It is the overlay district, yes.
Okay, so it is that where we
It's in the
originally.
overlay. It's the lot building.
Okay. I didn't know exactly where it is.
And within the packet, you know, there's a breakdown of how what it's gonna look like on the interior and where you're at on the exterior.
So this is the old Eric Hoffman where he had his thing? Okay, that makes it easier. Now I know where we are. Perfect.
It's, what's the name of it right now?
Indigo Market.
Indigo Market.
Okay.
They've met all the requirements and everything, just,
So we've got, I can't remember what all the requirements were, fencing and all that stuff, security.
you have to be within 200, 300 feet of any church or school.
Right.
They have
So we got that.
a sign seal flat showing that they're put that on the very back of the packet.
Oh, this is not expected.
200 feet? We voted originally 500 feet and then it reduced to 300 feet because the attorney said we were being too restricted at 500 feet. So yeah, it meets that. Back in the day.
I'm trying to recall.
To refresh all of us newbies about it. Okay.
And then the attorney said it was too restricted and not in line with general practices, and so we reduced it to 300 per the attorney's request. So you have a complete lease on it, for 12 months, that's good, so I don't have anything there. I don't care about the lease, just that it is legal. Certificate of incorporation, got that. Anybody got any questions about any of this? To me, it looks like,
The first time
she's got pretty much everything filled out, which I would expect nothing less.
Even though restrictions on space are okay, have neighbors in those condos in the back?
Nobody's contacted me about it. I sent out the
So
notice.
the notification when that went?
It's in here, it's in it.
Like I said, this is the first time I've seen
Yeah.
any of this material, so it's kind of like,
It's been at least 10 days, because I gotta give at least 10 days notice.
yeah.
So it's been over 10 days, and then for the paper, it's gotta be at least 14 days.
Right.
And that's in there as well, where we ran it in the paper.
So-
I have never received anything about it. I just had a couple people ask me for the link to join the meeting online. But other than that, nobody's had any questions or concerns.
But those condo owners have been contacted?
Yes, ma'am, we sent everybody a letter that is within 200 feet of the property.
Okay.
I think there's only one. Go ahead, Santos.
Where are you? Go ahead, Santos. Thank you. Do we have any comments from the audience? Would you like to say anything? Are you good?
If you have any questions,
Anybody got any questions for her? Okay. Seeing no other questions, I will call for a motion to approve.
I make a motion, Mr. Chair, that we approve item A, Cup 226-01, conditional use permit for a new cannabis dispensary.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion approves. Congratulations. When does it open?
Probably like July or August. It's going to be a holistic thing. We have doctors coming in and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, cool.
I'll just talk to them.
And also,
Yes,
we're doing a special meeting on the 18th, and this will be on the agenda now that we passed planning.
Okay, thank you so much.
Just now, thank you.
Okay. Now we've got, next item on the next item on the agenda is, Night Skies. I think everybody, we've heard about this. Has everybody had an opportunity to read Night Skies? Or let's open this thing up for discussion. Entertain a motion. Yeah, we can get it opened up for discussion. Entertain a motion to discuss.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor? Let's discuss it. Come ahead.
So, to bring you up to speed, I believe what you have in front of you was what,
It's the handouts you gave us earlier today,
oh,
just showing the revisions and all that.
okay. Because I think at the last meeting I attended, afterwards, the clerk provided you a copy of what the village had voted on in order to proceed. So at that point in time, when the vote was favorable to proceed, the village proceeded with sending the documents to legal for their feedback. And what I saw from legal was mostly rearranging the sections so that definitions would fall in the correct sections. Information for parking lots would be in the parking lot section and such, so that external or exterior night fixtures would be in the standalone section of 9-7-8, and all the other provisions would be where they belong. And then there was some editing and a couple of questions that are already addressed within the ordinance itself. So that came out fairly clean as far as I'm aware and am concerned from a legal review. At the same time, Night Sky Committee was asked to proceed with a review from Dark Sky International. And so we, with the authority to pay the $250 application fee. So what happened there is we had originally modeled our ordinance after Breckenridge when they said that they were a resort, mountain resort town recognized by Dark Sky. We go, well, that's us too, because previously we'd been oriented towards cities in Texas or Los Alamos that aren't us. You know, we're in the mountains. That gives us different things. And then, so the Dark Sky Committee said that how we were modeling after Breckenridge really wasn't correct and still had us pretty far away from being able to apply to be a recognized dark sky community. They said actually Breckenridge qualified as a recognized dark sky urban place, which has different parameters because their population is so big, and so ours would be different. They said, but however, and I go, yeah, they said that effective in February of 2026, they have a new certification that is a recognized municipal dark sky code. And that being so new, they have not issued one yet. And and then Gary Zentara and I had an hour-and-a-half Zoom meeting with a panel from Dark Sky International. They're really kind of taking up our mantle, and they are offering to help us become the first recognized municipal code in the United States. And I said, are you sure? And they said, yes, and this is at no charge. One of the panel members, this is their occupation, and normally they have a pretty hefty fee to do this, but he was so excited to help Angel Fire, who's doing this on his own, not as an employee of Dark Sky, and not charging the village. So I've been in contact with him ever since, and he provided me with what Dark Sky International would like to see as the, so we provided him all of what we had, plus the comments from legal. He put everything together in a format that would be compliant with Dark Sky International's recognized municipal code, and say, here, run this past your people. So I had questions, so he and I have been going back and forth with emails ever since. And then just this morning, I met with Mr. Aguilar and Mr. Weir, I guess is Weir, and Santos remotely with Luttrell. And we kind of went through the details because it's to the point where there are choices to be made. So we discussed that, and there were some questions that I'm going to relay back to the representative of Dark Sky International to see how their recommendations can fit the village of Angel Fire. So I don't have anything in final format to present for approval because it's still in process. But if you have the materials from this morning, then you have all the details of where we are. What was voted upon to proceed at the March 31st council meeting, the recommendations for some of those points from Dark Sky International is rather than having a restriction of 2,000 lumens per fixture, their preference is 2,700. So that makes the restrictions even lighter. In the March 31st version, the slope or the cutoff.
Degree of
Degree of
reflectivity
cutoff
or.
was like at an angle, and at that time, we showed the council some little cone sleeves that we had purchased that would make the cutoff this way, and the International Dark Sky recommendation is a 90-degree cutoff. So that makes that less restrictive and much easier commercially to buy these things, because when we were following either Breckenridge or Buddy Stenhoff's recommendations, those were very restrictive and not necessarily a recommendation from Dark Sky International. Another one that was interesting that they struck was in the March 31st version, it included a provision that within 5 years, or by July 1st, 2030, all fixtures had to be retrofitted, according to the parameters at that time. And Dark Sky says that's really not necessary if any light that is not compliant with the 90 degrees and the 2,700 Kelvin, if those lights are shut off, it can. So a homeowner would have a choice now. I can either retrofit my fixtures or I can turn them off. And so the questions presented to the village representatives this morning was, are these changes feasible? We didn't ask Mr. Weir to step in the shoes of the council, of course, but he has his thumb on the pulse of the council, and we just debated back and forth what would be likely to vote, because we don't want to continue to bring things either to this commission or to the council that we know ahead of time are going to have hurdles to them. So that we're still in the process of trying to merge everybody's ideas and be pleasing for small residences, large residences, businesses, everything. So at the meeting this morning, I was tasked to send back some questions to the representative I'm working with at Dark Sky International and say, these are the concerns that village representatives have. How can we meld them together and come up with a final product? The carrot, and there's a little bit of pressure, this carrot of being the first recognized Dark Sky Municipal Code in the United States. Dark Sky International, the panel said, yeah, we give you a big splash on our website, lots of press about it. This is very exciting. There are a couple of other communities in the same process that we are, and Dark Sky thinks that they may be ready by July. So we're trying to be ready before July. So that's why, we're, if necessary, maybe have some special meetings and stuff, because that honor would really shine, terrible language, shine a lot of light on Angel Fire, but would give Angel Fire a lot of press, not only for being a destination, but also, like originally, we went to other communities like Fredericksburg, Los Alamos, Las Vegas, looking at their ordinances and saying, well, how did they do it? people are gonna start looking at Angel Fire, if we're the first in the nation, or maybe the first in New Mexico to have this code, we're gonna get a lot of information, a lot of people looking and saying, well, how did Angel Fire do it? So we have a carrot out there, something really exciting to try to work towards, as long as we can get everybody's approval of the parameters that we're setting forth. So like I said, a few of the options that Dark Sky International suggests that we implement make the code that was reviewed on March 31st, they make that lighter, but in some respects there's a few other things that may be a little bit more difficult to achieve, really mostly from an enforcement standpoint. So that's where Rick was really helping us determine plan submission and enforcement and stuff, how we can go forward and make sure that that's feasible for Angel Fire.
Isn't that always, I mean, we're codified to help, but enforcement is really always kind of the linchpin in all this. It
For-
seems like to me.
You mean this particular
Just
commission?
this village, we got all
Oh, for
sorts of,
sure,
we got
right.
codes coming out of our ears, but
Right.
enforcement seems to be the,
Oh,
Alright, I think I see a hand here. Santos, is that you?
you're gonna have to unmute there, Santos. Yes. So I'm reading that now.
Go ahead now, Robin, ask your question, so.
No, some of these carve-outs, the exemptions, I don't think were in the original material I read. I don't remember.
possibly.
Skiing.
They were, well, the night skiing was,
Was it?
yes.
It has no lumens or any,
No, just that night skiing is exempt, because,
okay.
if they, you know, have the bright lights on one or two slopes up until 7 o'clock. The recent change is we added night skiing is allowed, but lights have to be off by 10, but they're usually off by 7 or 8. The part that Santos was explaining that the resort would like us to add would be also provision for like the snowcats that go up and down
No,
the mountain.
I'm
Yeah,
aware,
so-
that's why I'm looking for it. Yeah.
Right, no, it's not in there now, that was a
Okay.
discussion point this morning to add.
And I think what we should do as body, is go through this and make notes and, you know, present it back to them, present it, I guess, somebody voted for me to do that, be in charge of, be, liaison with,
Dark sky.
Night Skies. I'd like to find out who nominated me, cause I worked
I
with them.
think we all did.
You weren't here at that meeting.
I wasn't here, I was in the emergency room,
Oh.
bunch of turkeys.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Volunteer.
so I think that's what we need to do as a committee, is look through this, give all the feedback, let everybody's feedback come to one, and then we'll present that back to, Nice Guys, and, see what we can do to help them finalize this.
To bring back to you.
Right, to finalize it so that we will all already have some good knowledge of what's going on with it, and gives everybody a little more time to, participate in it. Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything in here about the airport?
Yes, the village has to follow FAA rules for airport, blah, blah, blah.
Well,
So-
it really is only affected by the beacon. And whether, do you know, I couldn't get a straight answer on timing on the beacon, whether that's gonna be radio controlled like the runway lights are or not.
I don't know, that's something I gotta ask Jeff.
No clue, because we used to be all radio control.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, I don't know what their plan is, but that's a good question.
For that purpose and a couple of others like EMS and stuff, then Dark Sky International takes a back seat to any federal, state, or county regulations.
Yeah.
So anything that we would do would have to be less than, and then that would supersede anyway. To follow up on the point about education, I believe it was included in the March 31st version that this is kind of rolled out, that for the first couple of years, we're gonna focus on education, getting information out. And then after 2 years, friendly reminders will go out to homeowners, business owners. And then after another 2 years of friendly reminders, then the penalties will kick in. So it's really over a 5-year span that before penalties actually take effect. And because we're gonna rely a lot on education. So to follow up on your recommendation that the committee go through with a fine-tooth comb, make sure you find out any things you object to, want added or deleted. I would ask that you focus more, that you actually have two versions in front of you. One, the foundation is what was passed at the or voted upon at the March 31st meeting, and then another one was formulated by Dark Sky International. And it was recommended to me this morning that the village would probably like to pursue some form of dark sky certification. So it would probably be easier to start with theirs as a foundation and put in other stuff. The one that was presented March 31st got really tangled up by legal review when they started moving things around. But the representative from Dark Sky International incorporated legal's suggestion in his version. So the version that I think at the bottom says from Dark Sky International.
Yeah.
Right.
Revised by Dark Sky.
Okay,
Yes.
use that as your go-to so that everybody's on the same page. The other one starts with legal's format, but doesn't include Dark Sky International's revisions.
So this was the first one, and then this was the second one. The first one saying on the bottom as voted on 331, and that one was revised by the Dark Sky International. So you can kind of see the progress of where it was to where it is on this one, and then we can review both of them together, but the one that we should be focusing on is the one revised by Dark Sky International, and seeing how we all feel about that.
Did I date that one April 28th?
If you did, it's, no.
Okay, then I didn't, but
But
that's.
it clearly says revised by Dark Sky
Right,
International.
so that would be the one that has, to me, the best information.
Okay, so that's the one we should go off of, is the one that says revised by Dark Sky. The only question I have on that is the very last page, and I love these, result in confiscation of the property. Whoa,
It does?
yeah, it does. Uh-huh.
Last sentence.
Relief procedures. The village council may grant variances from any requirement of this ordinance upon written request by a developer or owner of the property following a public hearing, and only upon finding that a restrict application of such requirement would, when regarded as whole, result in the confiscation of the property.
I think that's saying that they would allow a variance if non-compliance would
Yeah.
result in,
That, and so that's something that may need to be looked at, because somebody wants to come over and confiscate something.
right,
Yeah.
that's how I read it, was that if your
So-
variance is based on a request because non-compliance would result in confiscation, therefore you can have a variance. That's how I read it.
Okay, and that's what I say, we just need to look at it, make sure it's
Yeah,
got a
make
clear,
the legal,
right, clear understanding of it. I
what
mean,
does legal
we just-
say? How does it read to you?
The one that legal sent or this one?
From
Uh,
Dark Sky
Dark Sky, no, it basically says, and only upon finding a strict application would result in confiscation.
So, yeah, Latrell is our legal hand in our committee, and so
Okay.
she's interpreting it how I am, is that
Yeah.
correct?
Okay,
Okay.
and then I think Santos, is that you? Somebody had a question on, call-in. Right. Yeah. Okay, perfect, thank you. So I think that's what we should do, is, let's, everybody review it, and then we can send emails, you know, with corrections or comments, concerns and stuff like that. We can collectively look at that. We can set it, this is May, June, we can set it for our June meeting to have a collective, look at that, so that they still will have plenty of time for your goal for July 1.
Well, if I could ask also a couple of things. First, as you guys communicate with each other what you like, dislike, change, how could I be informed?
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say, is we could probably, because we gotta be careful, because we consider it a rolling, quorum. So, that's a good question. Let Rick think about that, and we'll
Okay.
get back with you on that.
Okay, and then my second question would, if we can fast track this, would this commission be open to the concept of a special meeting?
Absolutely.
Just to advance it, so we don't wait till your normal June meeting? If we've got it nailed down.
Yeah, I think if we can all get all the
Could we ask that
answers
of
to this
you,
stuff.
just to, like everybody else may be speeding up? And I asked the village representatives this morning, I said, is it important that we do pursue some kind of recognition, even though we have a short timeline on it? And the response was that has a great deal of value to the village. So if that's acceptable to you, that
Yeah.
keep me in the loop. I'll be communicating with Dark Sky International so that everybody's happy. And then if we can, just move meetings along as fast as possible.
Perfect. Then I got one question, what about Whattville?
Is it in the village limits?
I don't know, is it? I think it is.
I think so too.
Yeah. He would
It's a
have,
non-compliant light, you'd have to turn it off at 10.
It's on all night.
Yep.
But
that's
it's
the thing, we can see, when we Google Earth, you can see where the cancer wire is because of that.
I thought, yeah, I like that for real.
But, anyway, that's just a question, we'd have to see what,
Right.
Do we have these,
I wanna follow up,
hang on a second,
You wanna,
go ahead, Linda.
follow up on what Santos said about what I consider a significant change. And that is that the homeowner would have the option to choose to turn them off or to retrofit. And that was a lot of discussion that we had going prior to that.
Okay.
And I think that's very important. It's also important to know that when we submitted the ordinance that the council approved, and we submitted that to Dark Skies, they ranked us 60 out of 100. So we have made up a lot of what we didn't have when we made the application. And so now we're, I think, in a much better position with them by just the changes they said. And the 2,700 to 2,000 lumens is huge.
Yeah, it is.
So, I just want to encourage you to read it with those things in mind, because those were major changes.
I agree.
and I did ask Dark Sky Representative Rick Uding, I said, okay, if the village accepts everything you've written here, does that put us on track? And he said, absolutely. So there's a few things from our discussion this morning that I want to go back and confirm with him. But you have the basis of it. I think it was just a matter of question and answer. As I get information, from Dark Sky, should I relay that to you?
Relay it to Rick, and then Rick can relay it to
Okay.
us, because if me, then it's sitting out, and it could be considered
Ah,
Rolling
okay,
form type thing. And
okay. Well, let's do that. Let's just keep the
Right, keep it-
communication
yeah,
going
so
and.
that's what we can do, we can communicate with Rick with things, and then he can get with you and say, hey, they got a question about this, or
Okay.
something like that,
That's
and try
okay.
to move it along as fast as
And
possible.
then I will, in turn, as I get information, pass it on to Rick.
Perfect.
Okay?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
it would be kinda nice if we could meet towards the end of the month
We,
and just knock this out, gives them plenty of time, so Rick, maybe, cause I know you gotta serve everybody, right? I mean, advertise it, then we'll have another special.
It'll be a-
Yeah,
And it does have to go back to legal. There's enough changes from the
Yes.
version they saw.
Cause we're already this end, we're gonna be at the end of May.
Yeah.
That's 1 month, July 1st.
He just said July. He didn't
July.
say
Are you
exactly
guys
what
thinking
day,
like
but-
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Or what time frame are you thinking?
Because our committee will have to meet as well
Mhm.
to agree that these are the changes we're proposing to you, that you send on to council, council sends on to legal. So yeah, we're in a chain of events here.
do we have these documents electronically in Word?
Do you have the Word version?
I can send them to you, yes, yeah.
Yeah, so I think, did you email that to us yesterday, I believe?
Some of them, I
I'll go
made
back and
one
look.
this
I might-
morning.
I might have, and if I do, I'll send it to
I'll send them both. How
Easier
about,
to do a search
Right.
for things
Sure.
that way.
yeah, Mr. Aguilar, there were two the ones that printed that I presented this morning, I actually had revisions this morning, so digitally, so if you'd hold off, I have them dated on my computer,
Okay.
5/7, and then you have the latest.
Okay.
It was like 4 o'clock this morning, I'm up there typing away.
Yeah, no problem. Looking at the calendar, I mean, we could try it for 2 weeks on the 21st.
I would personally suggest not trying to set a date now, because our committee has to meet first before yours.
Right.
Everybody
Okay.
has to give the
So
72
then
hour
you
let us
notice.
could let you know, and then you can let
Yeah.
us know, and then we can kind of try to, as a committee, try to figure out when is their next available after everybody's going through this.
Sounds good.
Everybody good with that? Any other comments,
Question?
questions? Do you have your hand up or down? Santos. You good?
He's down.
Okay.
No,
All right.
if I could add a comment that it's been very helpful to work with Santos and this group and Mr. Aguilar, getting more sources of input, especially from village representatives. has been very helpful, and I think will keep us moving along. So I really appreciate the input received from your group and Mr. Aguilar and Mr. Weir. So I appreciate that.
And when we're looking through all this, I just noticed there's another three-page deal that says, also, comparison of the 331 version and the dark sky eligibility. So
Yeah, I
we
tried to just pull out the highlights there.
Right, so let's just make sure everybody sees that they, take that in consideration also. So I would just say the one that says the 31st would be, just for bedtime viewing, but the, other ones we're actually, delving into. All right, staff report. How we doing over there, Mr. Staff?
All right,
Good.
so we're up to 60 permits currently. Of course, the conditional use we just approved. Part of those 60 from the last time, I've got 3 new renewals where their permit expired and, they came back and gave us the new paperwork. 6 new encroachments, 4 new single-family dwellings. So, construction's starting to really pick up here lately. 1 new sign, 1 new fence, 6 deck permits. One of them was just replacing the siding of their house. And I've gotten 1 new lot combo since our last meeting.
Okay.
Working with, of course, Night Sky to get that all figured out. What else we got?
Perfect.
I got another one. Like I said, a lot of people coming in about construction. I had 3 or 4 more that have verbally are pending that they're gonna come in and start the application process. So it's really starting to pick up now.
Do we have any more information on Night Skies? I mean, not Night Skies, workforce housing?
No, well, with the special meeting on the 18th.
Yes, May 18th, the special council meeting to approve the contract for the Zia Factory Homes.
We awarded the Zia Factory Homes are the ones that we chose for the IFP.
Okay, okay.
So that special meeting will include the Zia and then all the conditional use we just passed on the
Okay.
18th.
And the workforce housing, better insulated, better construction?
Yes. And
It's
all
2x6,
packaged.
2x6 construction instead of 2x4?
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
And they'll do the foundation and everything as well.
Right,
Instead of
okay.
having to hire somebody else.
Perfect. Got that. Any other questions for? Okay, how about?
I got one last
Okay, go ahead.
bad news, I guess. I don't know however you take it.
Don't tell me.
Yes.
May 21st will be my last day.
I have to hear from these folks.
I got a job in Cimarron where I live, so it makes more sense for me and my son.
I agree.
So, but
Well, we expect everything to be completed and, no, I'm just kidding.
no, I'm
Congratulations.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that. I'm on top of everything. I got everything pretty well organized. I got everything
Do we
labeled.
have, do you have a person that is the village looking into to assume the position?
Internally, I don't know if it is posted.
Okay.
I don't know how many applications they've gotten, if they've any, but it is posted.
Okay.
It's been posted for a week today, I think, or a week tomorrow.
Is it Una's position posted too, or what's up with
Yes,
that?
and Una's, that is also
Yeah.
one thing. We conducted an interview for that position today, and we have another interview next
So
week.
she's leaving?
She's
Una's
on.
gone.
She is gone.
She's
Been
been
there,
gone,
been gone, and she's gone.
yeah, she left about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right.
So actually, Chief's been kind of helping me out as far as the enforcement part
Yes,
goes.
that's one of my deals. If this Night Sky, will there be a Night Sky certificate that you could get for your house?
Interesting. Shelley, question. Go ahead,
Because you
Bubba.
get a Firewise certificate once it meets a certain
He's wanting to know if you
criteria.
get a certificate on your house after you upfit or refit, say you're
I
nice
don't believe,
compliant.
I'll find out, but I don't believe that Dark Sky International does individual building certificates. One could be created by the Village of Angel Fire and saying Angel Fire, like the Firewise Angel Fire Village certifies this home as being compliant.
Correct.
Cause that'd be a good way to know if you pass by the house, they got the sticker.
Right.
They've been approved.
Yeah, I've been approved,
Santos said
But
they
it's-
sent up.
Santos? Go ahead. Yeah, I would definitely, say that, I'm speaking for myself, the more time I have to look at something, the better I am. And if I'm focused on one thing and then I get this, it kinda gets, so if we can get it in advance, then that would be awesome. Okay? Everybody agree with that? I mean, the more time's better, instead of trying to jam 15 things all down in one. Okay. Thank you, Santos. Committee reports. Anybody got anything they would like to report on? I'd like to report, I had nothing to report.
I sent everybody the packet from the tourism office. They're doing a little ad spend here in April, May, and June for, that they had monies that they didn't use last year, so they're pushing it out a little early because of, it's already getting hot in Texas. They're focusing on Texas and Albuquerque, and, what else, and they're getting new canopy for the stage over there, so. Everybody liked the new ad campaign, kind of new thing with Angel Fire Pure, so that was kind of what they rolled out this last meeting. Any comments about it? Take it to Greg.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Okay, seeing that we have nothing else, entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
So that was Bruce.